Alright, folks. Day number 4. I got out a little late, but it's funny because I'm still going to arrive there. Actually, no, I'm not. I need to actually fucking move it because it's going to want me to go the fucking freeway. And next thing you know, oh, you're not going to ride till 5:57. It's like, well, I'm doing what I can to get out as early as I can. I literally can't fucking not help with what I got going on, so they're just gonna have to shut the fuck up where I work at and deal with it. But anyway, how y'all doing this morning? Today is October 23rd, I think. Yes, October 23rd. Man. Oh yeah, Halloween's Friday. I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't Halloween on a Sunday? But no, it's not. Yeah, it's a real dude. Where'd he go? What the fuck? Where'd he go? Well, it's dark. I mean, he's not wearing a reflector jacket. That was weird, dude. A dude just appeared out of nowhere walking across the street and looked like a dude in a gray sweatshirt, and then now I couldn't see him. Weird. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I started working at this new building, for whatever fucking reason, and now that I start getting there when it's darker now, I started like watching haunted places again for some reason. But I'm not, that's just where I'm like looking up. I want to know the haunted places of Fort McCord, other than that Army Museum, because I guess the Army Museum's haunted. But by some cowboy and phantom soldiers or something like that, which that's crazy. I'm not gonna go investigate that shit and try to talk to shit like that. I don't even care to go to the museum, but one day I hope to go. But I don't want no spirits, but mess with me in the name of Jesus. I'm serious when I say that. You know what I mean? I'm serious, because spirits and stuff like that and paranormal are no joke. It's not a joke. No matter how much you motherfuckers don't believe in that shit, doesn't matter, because the shit's real, man. It's fucking real, man. I'm trying not to cuss, but it keeps slipping anyway. So that stuff is real, man. No matter how much you people want to think it's not. I'm not saying you, the viewer, specifically. I'm just saying in general. I used to know a guy in Nevada, man, who always had an explanation for something, man. I used to see shit around. I've had paranormal activity happen right in front of me before. And he was a big dude too. I don't know his name. He was a blonde kid. He was a real fat kid. Sorry, but it's true. He was a real fat kid. He was a nice guy though. I don't remember his name. But he used to be in video class with us. And, I forgot his name. He had he didn't have a deep voice. He had a very, middle schooler sounding voice, But, I forgot his name, but yeah, he was like, oh, it was just, first thing in the morning, you're just seeing things. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking just seeing things, you know what I mean? He had some explanation, because he thinks once you're dead, your soul is, which is a sad way to think, you know what I mean? I don't want to not live in complete darkness, that's for sure, I don't want to live in complete darkness and forever, or my soul just disappears after I'm dead. Once you're part of the ground, you're done, it's just like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to think like that. Why would you want to think like that? You'll be done if you think like that. If you think that's where you're gonna go, that's where you're gonna go. You're gonna sit there and you're in the dark, nose. Bugging the hell out of me. So, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, I was kind of stuck on that yesterday, but I bring that up because I saw that guy and I couldn't see him after that. But you know, I passed by these woods of Lewis McCord, and it's just eerily creepy, man. It's hella creepy, I'm not gonna lie. You know, and I passed by the Fisher House, and I wonder if that's got a history, a haunted history to it. The Army Museum, I have passed it before on the highway, yeah, the highway or the freeway, or I'm pretty sure it's the highway. No, yeah, it's a highway. Pretty sure I passed it before because my dad pointed it out to me at some point. Oh, that place is haunted over there. He used to like that stuff. Not like it, but he used to know what places were haunted. I think everybody older, you know, the older family did. My mom, not so much. She didn't care for that stuff. It was more Angel and my dad, really, that knew. Jack and Rick. They knew more about where haunted places were compared to me. So... But anyway, enough talk on that. So, oh man, come on. Well, I mean, it's just one car, so... Racing you, bud. Yeah, some cars may think I'm chumps for having a fast car and, you know, taking off fast, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to race, you know. I'm just trying to get to fucking work, you know. But anyway... truck right next to me is trying to fucking catch up with me now. I'm not trying to race, you fools. I'm just trying to get on the fucking lane. Yeah, it wants me to go the fucking freeway again. I'm not doing that. It needs to stop taking me that way. I need to stop accepting that. Because it keeps fucking taking me that ass backwards fucking freeway, and I don't want to do that. Plus the Madigan gate's closing, so I can't. You know what I mean? I would have to wrap around and go the back ways anyway. So, anyway, yeah, yesterday, you know, we're almost done. We got today and tomorrow. That's it. I think that's it for Christina after that. I don't know where they're taking her, or if me and her are still partnering with each other for the meantime. you know, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I guess supposedly they're still trying to keep her in daytime, but all she wants is just to stay away from people. She really does not like working with people, I guess. Not working with people, but working around people, like working around all the soldiers and customers. She really does not like that, apparently. So that's why she's trying to move. Because they've been doing it daytime for a month. So but yeah, yesterday there was a bit of issues around with the coworkers a bit. So like I said, I work with Minda, Maria, and Christina, but Christina's leaving at some point. Not leaving the work completely, but moving to a new area, and hence why I'm there. And what happened first? We were all having a pretty normal day until Allie calls Minda during our first break, our first break. And I guess something about it was about a clogged toilet literally next to our break room, and it was Maria's area, which Maria was going to need help anyway, so we all knew it. But when we got the call, we were like, oh, that's Maria's area. And they were like, well, you all work there. Like, I don't understand why they got to be bitches about these things, you know what I mean? It's always got to be something new to just get argumentative with the workers about. But I didn't get involved. I didn't say nothing. So I guess she was telling Minda, oh, but you all work there, so you all blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, shut up. Yes, we all work there. You don't need to fucking state the obvious. But, if somebody needed help cleaning it, because I guess a toilet got clogged, and they were doing work on it, and the floor was flooded. It was fucking gross. Like, I didn't even want to step in there. So I felt really bad for Krista and Minda, but I didn't even go in there. I just stood there with the garbage bin, and I was washing the hell out of my shoes, because, again, I'm a germaphobe with shit like that. Especially with my shoes that go in the back of my car, I get very paranoid. I told her, I hate cleaning, honestly. I fucking hate cleaning, but it's the only thing I have the skill for right now, you know what I mean? I fucking hate cleaning. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, because I can't stand cleaning, bro. I'm fucking tired of cleaning. So, anyway, yeah, we took care of that bathroom, and, Minda got chewed out about that, and then Christina got chewed out about, you have to call when you start cleaning a big mess like that, and then you have to call back when you're done. Like, why? Why do you gotta do that? That doesn't make any fucking sense, so, Christina got chewed out for that, I guess, by June, which I never hear shit from June, so. But I think that's just fucking stupid, you know what I mean? Like they gotta make it so excessively unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like, and it was flooded too. We needed like a shit ton of towels and all that, and it was just disgusting, bro. But yeah, out of all that, being Maria's area, Minda and Christina kept trying to explain to Maria, who is obviously, it must be really new around here, because she's from Mexico, so she must be very new within the last few years. So they were trying to explain to her, Maria, this is your area, Maria was like, no, you the boss, you do it. I was just like, are you fucking serious? When she said that, I was like, really? You're going to dip out on them? No, I do it later. You have to do it now. They asked you to do it now. You have to do it now. They wanted it clean then and there. So it's just like, I was pretty damn. I told the other two, Minda and Christina, I was like, can y'all blame me if that really irritated me when she said that? They were like, no, that we don't blame me at all, because Christina actually chewed Maria out, and Christina loves the fuck out of Maria for some reason. Maria doesn't seem like that kind of person, but I guess Dave was that guy for me. So I guess I couldn't, because okay, really, buddy, yeah, dumbass. But my mom's calling me, so yeah, let me. I'll make a part 2 if I can.